Hi ladies, it's Jackie Vest, your Premier Designs jeweler. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your day and learning more about the Premier Designs opportunity. You know, when I first saw my first jewelry show, I first fell in love with the jewelry, of course, and I was not even thinking about doing this as a career. After the show, though, I talked more with the jeweler and we ended up meeting for coffee a few weeks later. It actually took me 6 months between when we first talked about Premier Designs and when I actually decided to take the leap. And honestly now, being in it over a year, I wish I had made that jump sooner. What stopped me? Tons and tons of questions. And that's why I wanted to speak with you today. I wanted to share those questions because I'm sure they are questions that you have as well. And after we talk about some of those major topics, we're going to get into the details of how you could become a premier jeweler like me. So anytime you start a new job or you're looking for a job, the very first thing you're going to want to know is, how much am I going to make? It doesn't matter if you're going to go to the mall and get a job in retail or you're going to look into a direct sales company. How much am I going to make? How soon am I going to make it? What are we talking here? So with Premier Designs, it's very simple. There's one number you need to know, and that's 50%. You make 50% of everything you sell from day one. It doesn't matter if you host a home jewelry show, if you host a catalog show, or if you just get an individual order that someone gives you. You make 50% from your first day of being a jeweler. In addition, you're paid on the spot. So that means if I have a jewelry show, all the payments are made to me personally. And when that purchase is placed into our system, I pay 50% to Premier Designs and the other 50% goes into my bank account. What if you have a home jewelry show and you have it on a Tuesday and the hostess says, I have a few more orders. Can you not close the show yet? So now it's Friday and she says, oh, can I just have the weekend? I really need to think about what I want for my free jewelry. Guess what? Sure, because I got paid on Tuesday. I got paid the night of the show. That's really important and something that makes Premier Designs different. You know, the other big question I had, one of the other questions was, how am I going to grow? You know, I love the jewelry, but what does Premier Designs offer that really helps me to grow and continue this business if it's something I want to do for years to come? There's really two main things that Premier does. First, our amazing hostess program. There is going to be more and more women who want to host shows with Premier Designs because the jewelry is amazing and they want it for free. Who wants to pay for jewelry? You want to have it for free. So Premier Designs Hostess Program is that when you host a home jewelry show, you earn 30% of the retail sales of the show in free jewelry. In addition, you have the opportunity to earn two $50 gift cards, so that's another $100, and you can shop at half price for 4 to 8 items. So you can see why we're always going to have more women who want to host shows because always wanting more free jewelry. In addition, Premier Designs offers us an amazing website with training videos and marketing materials and images for our social media and everything that we need to continue to grow. It's basically like having my own office staff on a website. And in addition, I do have an office staff that I can call most hours of the day and get those questions answered. You know, a lot of people hear about direct sales company and they hear about those people that do it full time and they think that's 1 in a million. They always put those people up front, but it's never going to happen. And that's simply not true for Premier Designs. So how do we make that work? Well, with Premier Designs, you also have the opportunity to do what I'm doing now and talk to other women and possibly bring them into the company by sponsoring them. Now, when you do that, you then earn 10% of everything they sell. And you actually earn that 3 women deep in what we call an upline. So let me talk to you about that. I'm a Premier Designs jeweler, Jackie. Whoever got me into Premier Designs earns 10% of everything I sell. We call her my Premier Mom. Now, whoever got her in is actually called my Premier Grandma, and she earns 10% also. And then my great grandmother, whoever got my grandma involved, also earns 10%. What does that mean? Well, first of all, Premier Designs is giving each of those women 10%, being very generous, but they're also facilitating a relationship that I have 3 specific women who are invested in my business and want to see me succeed, not only because they earn 10% each, but because they want to bless me with the blessings that they've been given. They want to make sure that I'm meeting my needs as a jeweler and for my family, and that's something that's really great. You know, if you're not too familiar with Premier Designs, you might be wondering, okay, I love the jewelry, I've seen a home jewelry show, but who is Premier Designs and what is this company about? Premier Designs has been in business for over 30 years and is family owned and operated by the Horner family. We have been a debt-free company for that time, which is amazing. And we're also a biblically based company. Well, what does that mean exactly? That means, first and foremost, that we are here to serve. We are here to bring up our jewelers and make sure that they are being blessed and blessing others. We are here to serve our hostesses, making sure that they have a great show and they earn a lot of free jewelry. And we're here to bless our guests and customers, giving them a few hours off for the night to just hang out with girlfriends and get a few fashion tips, and just have a great time. Premier Designs also is just a great way to meet other women, create friendships and fellowship with other people, and just have a career that's booming as well as meet friends. There were a few other questions I had that are really important for Premier Designs. One of my biggest questions was, how many shows do I have to have and how much money do I have to make for Premier Designs not to kick me out of this business? I work a full-time job in addition to doing Premier, so that was really important to me because I knew that I probably wasn't going to do as many home jewelry shows as some of the other women who do it full-time. Well, the great thing about Premier Designs is you can hold as many or as little jewelry shows as you want, and you fit them around your schedule. You know, when I started last year, we were actually planning our wedding. We got married in June of last year. So I started in the winter time. I did a great number of shows, and then we took off for 2 months while we had the wedding and went on our honeymoon and sort of revamped. And that was great for us. We chose how many we wanted to do. Then after the wedding, when I got involved again, we ramped it up again because Christmas time was coming and we were hoping to put some money into savings so that we would have that for our Christmas season. At Premier Designs, you could do 1 show a month, 1 show a week, however many you want. Premier Designs does not set a quota for you. What's great about becoming a new jeweler, though, is they offer a contest right off the bat that'll help you earn some free jewelry. As a new jeweler, you have what's called the Quick Start program as an opportunity. If you do 6 jewelry shows in your first 6 weeks of becoming a jeweler, you earn $200 in free jewelry. And that's a great way to add and to really build your jewelry so that you have more for your home shows. You know, Premier Designs, we all know, has great jewelry. But what happens when it breaks? What do I do as a jeweler, and do I owe that money back to Premier Designs? That is a great opportunity too for us to connect with our customers, but not lose money. So many of you are familiar with what's called our golden guarantee. That means within the first 60 days of owning the product, if it breaks because of a manufacturer's defect, we will repair or replace it for free. And that's for free not only to the customer, but to me. After 60 days, it's just $5 plus tax, and that's for the life of the piece. Normal wear and tear is not included, obviously. What happens with that? I submit an order to Premier Designs. I tell them the reason. I choose the jewelry show that it was originally purchased by. I get the original item from the customer, and all I do is mail it back to Premier, and they mail me the new piece. All I pay is postage, and we're going to talk about that postage and how it becomes a tax deduction in a minute. You know, there are many other opportunities out there, but some of the things that make Premier really different are the way that it's set up when you become a jeweler and those costs that you do. So let's talk about the nitty-gritty, I like to call it. Let's talk about what becoming a jeweler really means as far as the fees are involved and why that's really important. So first things first, when I hold a jewelry show and I make that 50%, what do I pay? I've had shows where my retail sales are over $1,000, and maybe Premier is hosting a special promotion. I've had hostesses earn over $700 in free jewelry. $700 in free jewelry. Do I pay that $700? What happens there? Every time I put in or submit a home jewelry show, I pay $8. $8. Okay, now those 2 $50 gift cards that our hostesses can earn, I pay $6 for each of those gift cards if the hostess earns them. So that's another $100 in free jewelry that she's earning, and I'm paying $12 if she earns both of them. So $12 plus $8 to submit is $20. No matter if I have a $200 jewelry show or a $1,000 jewelry show, I'm still paying $20 to submit a show. Now, you are all aboard, you're really excited, so what does it cost? So let's talk about that. At Premier Designs, all of our jewelers pay an annual fee, and that annual fee gets us a ton of stuff. That annual fee gives us access to the website with all of those promotional and training materials. That jeweler fee also gives us free shipping. So every time we order catalogs or sample jewelry, I get free shipping. It also gives us access to that home office staff for any of our questions. And there's no sales tax handling. What does that mean? I can work in any state. If I go to vacation in Florida to visit my grandfather, I could do a jewelry show there. If I go visit my aunt in Colorado, I could do a jewelry show there. When you join Premier Designs, you are a partner with Premier, and they handle all of the sales tax. You collect the sales tax, you send it on to them, and they do all of the filing for you, which is a huge deal. So that annual fee that all of our jewelers pay is $350. By doing that, I don't have any quotas. I pay my $350. I could make that back in 1 to 2 jewelry shows, and I'm done for the year, and the rest is profit. Now, as a new jeweler, you actually pay $395. So what is that extra $45 for? When you join Premier, you get this amazing kit, and it'll have catalogs and order forms and lots of training materials in there, and it's really your way to get started. With that training kit, you also get a training show, and that's really a great opportunity to see how it's done and get some training, but also earn some stuff for free. So your jeweler, whoever got you involved in Premier, will come to your home, and she'll bring all of her expertise, and you'll just sit back and relax and invite over some friends. She'll do the show for you. You'll just learn and listen, and you'll earn all of the free jewelry just like our hostess would. The best part, you also earn the 50% of the purchase price. So you earn 50% and you earn all of the hostess rewards. And you use that, which is what I did, to start to build your jewelry. Now, in addition to that, you're probably wondering, well, I got to start with some jewelry, right? Well, that's a great way to lead into our Premier Boutique. The Premier Boutique is 30 items for only $475. It's an over $1,200 value. And let me tell you, this is what I did. When I got my Premier Boutique, it was like Christmas had exploded in this house. I was so excited. And the best part was, as I started to sell the jewelry and see what other jewelers were selling, I realized that those 30 pieces that Premier specifically picks for the boutique are some of the best selling items in the entire line. Also, we have an annual catalog. It comes out in the summer, and I started in about February. And so there was only a few months, say 6 months or so, until the next catalog came out, and I was so worried. I thought, I'm going to have to buy new jewelry. I'm going to have to throw out everything I have because they retire pieces. Of my 30 pieces that I had in the Premier Boutique, only 3 of those pieces were retired, and they're actually still available for purchase for a limited time. So of those pieces, they were great selling pieces and something I could really build off of. With that $475 Premier Boutique, I also got a carrying tote, all of the jewelry trays, the necklace boards, a black tablecloth. It pretty much is a home show in a kit, and it's an amazing start. So you have $395 to become a jeweler. You have the $475 to get some jewelry. If you wanted to add additional jewelry to that as a new jeweler, you can actually purchase more jewelry at 65% off. 65% off. Now, normally as a jeweler, we all get 50% off for our sample pieces. So 65 is just even crazier. And it's a great way to build that jewelry piece that you have. Now, what I did, like I said, is I did the Premier Boutique, the 30 items, and then I used my kickoff training show and earned some more free jewelry and added a few pieces as I went because I kind of wanted to see what people would like and how I would do and what I would like because it's all my jewelry and I wear it every day. So I wanted to see what I would like and how I would be able to sell it. Now, you might be wondering, okay, we're talking about a little less than $1,000, but I just don't have that right now. So I'm sorry, Jackie, I can't do it right now. Well, Premier actually offers a Premier Rewards credit card, and it's a great way to sort of start your business off. Now think about if you were going to start a real like brick and mortar business. You would have rent, you would have to pay insurance, you would have utilities, you would have to pay employees, you would have to pay taxes, on and on and on and on. For Premier Designs, we're talking about less than $1,000 investment, and you could finance it on that Premier card at 0% for 6 months. But it's not going to take you 6 months to pay off. Think about it. My average jewelry show is $500. Let's say your jewelry show is $400. You do 4 jewelry shows in a month. You earn $200 each time, so there's $800. You keep going, you would pay off your show in less than 1 to 2 months. Or excuse me, you would pay off your investment in less than 1 to 2 months. You know, excuse me, Premier Designs really offers a great opportunity, whether you need a full-time career that you can really sink your teeth in and really make a difference in your career path, or you're like me and you have a full-time job and you just need some extra income to help supplement your income and really support your family. Premier Designs offers you that income opportunity, but honestly, Premier offers more than that. The fellowship that you receive with your fellow jewelers and the blessings that you're able to give your hostesses and customers is really fulfilling and something that I really want to bless everyone with and just hope that they feel the same that I do. If you're looking into something that can be a change in your life, I highly recommend Premier. I thank you so much for watching and taking a few minutes of your day, and I really hope that we can get together soon and talk more about Premier Designs. Bye for now.